Um, I had an idea about a technique for developing coups, um, and it's based around the same physical principles as holding on to a pencil or a pen. Your fingers end up being like this on the handle, like you were holding a pen. Only instead of the pen coming out the end, you hold on to the crank like this. Same idea, same basic physical idea, but you're going to hold on to it like this. And you're going to put your hand out so that the crank is not inside your hand, but it's just being held on with your three fingers like that. And the idea is that every time you come to a position that you want to play a coup, you draw a little check mark or a little hash mark. So what it does require in this case, you can do it. It doesn't work really well with high tension on the strings or against the wheel, and you have to turn the Chiron way up, so it buzzes all the time in order to get kind of the basic practice going. But the idea is that as you play, every time you get to a point that you want to coup, you do the same thing you would do if you were writing, where you're going to make a little hash mark. So you come around the top on one, and you put a little check mark down or a little hash mark down. Come to two, and you do another one down. Come to three, and you do one kind of back, and you come around to four, and you just do a little up check mark or a little hash mark. So all of them are just a little dash, 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 dash. And if you wanted to, you could do a bunch of them. Dash, 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 all the way around. And the idea is to reinforce the idea of where exactly the coups happen and in which way, in which direction they seem to happen best, if that makes sense, in the way that you play them. So because you're going around in a circle, you can't go down, down, you can't go down, 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 down. It doesn't work with the wheel that you can go down here, and you can't really go down here. You've got to go back or you've got to go up. And then on the four, if you're going to play four, you have to go up or kind of forward, at an angle. So it's essentially just making these little check marks as you go, or these little hash marks as you go around. So the idea is that you turn the wheel, and wherever you want a coup to be, you do a little quick check. I just haven't had the time to develop any of these ideas because I've been busy. And I've been doing it for about 6 months now, where I've just messed around with it here and there. But I thought it might be helpful or instructive, or somebody might be able to take it farther than I've taken it, which is just the basics right now. But as a beginner, I felt like that little just indication mark, where you're just kind of making a little check mark, a little dash mark, just like you would if you were writing something, is a good way to learn not just where the coup happens, but also how it happens. You can't push out on a two because it's already the extent of a two. You can't push down on the three because it's already at that extent. So it just gives you this really tactile idea of, okay, this is how this one has to happen in terms of direction, in terms of location. And if you do this idea with a metronome, you can also really reinforce the positions for where the coups have to happen. So, just a little idea I thought of. Hopefully, somebody will find it useful, or somebody will be, the new Superman of super person of coup playing after they do this for about 6 months straight. And but who knows? I've been messing with it, and I find it useful for a lot of different things. But you might find it useful for just learning how to put the coups together. So, thanks.